My name is Paul Mooney. I'm a senior associate at Bertschi Orth, and today we're going to talk about recreational vehicles. Recreational vehicles can be classified as motor vehicles. For example, you can have one of those four-wheel ATVs, you could have a side-by-side, anything that you use on a recreational basis. The difference is whether you're going to use them on the road or on a private property. If you're going to use them on a roadway, they have to be licensed the same as your automobile or your truck. And with licensing comes insurance. If they're going to be used solely on your private property or somebody else's private property, generally what happens is you don't have to insure them and you don't have to license them. If you're operating your vehicle and it's uninsured and somebody gets injured, whether it's yourself or somebody else, then there are some issues that you have to consider. If it's yourself or somebody else that's going to make a claim, you have to think about who they're going to claim against and where they're going to get those funds from. So the first thing is you may consider the vehicle might fall under the owner's homeowner policy. If it does, there may be access to funds based on who's injured and how severe your injury is. The other thing that you may want to think about is, in a motor vehicle context, if you're involved in an accident, everybody gets access to statutory accident benefits. In a recreational vehicle accident where there is no insurance, you may not have access to statutory accident benefits, or no-fault accident benefits is what they're called. So that means that if you're injured, you may not get medical rehab benefits that you might otherwise in a motor vehicle accident. Again, that depends on where your ATV or your recreational vehicle accident happens and how it occurs. Generally, lawyers that are retained for recreational vehicle accidents are the last person kind of involved in the process. What happens is somebody gets injured, they have some serious injuries, and then ultimately they decide that they want to make a claim or try and see what kind of compensation they're entitled to, and that's where we come in. Unfortunately, in some cases, when there's a delay, it doesn't help the party that's been injured. Ideally, what you want to do is if you've been injured, you want to start collecting evidence right away to help build your case. You also want to remember that in Ontario, there's a 2-year time limit to commence your action from the date of your injury. So you need to contact somebody as soon as possible in order to see whether you have a feasible claim. If somebody's been injured in a recreational vehicle accident, you can always contact me either directly by phone or through our BOS Law website.